Hey folks, how you doing? John Keeney, aka the RadiKatalist. So yesterday I posted a video asking about your favorite political song, and one of my favorites that I posted is Killing in the Name of by Rage Against the Machine. A political friend of mine who is very active in politics and lives in rural Missouri posted that she really likes Rain on the Scarecrow, a John Cougar Mellencamp cut from 1985. So I checked that out. I haven't seen it in a while. It's off the album Scarecrow that came out in 1985. And I watched the video today, which of course you can find on YouTube. And it reminds me of the farm crisis from the 1980s. Now, my family owns a century farm. It's been in our family for well over 100 years. And what's interesting, as an aside, is that my little brother found an old cemetery near where our family farm is, that it's hidden back up in the woods. I'm not even sure how he found it a number of years ago. And they're just members of my family from several sides of the family buried all over southeast Missouri. So farming and the agricultural industry is something that I personally can't get away from. I did not grow up on a farm, but I grew up around our farm, and my father retired to the family farm. So Blood on the Scarecrow has a cool little riff, actually, that you can kind of mess with. So in kind of messing with that riff, listening to it and remembering it, I realized, hey, that's a pretty cool song. And we live close to rural Missouri, just right on the edge. And previously we lived in rural Missouri. We've moved a little bit into St. Louis County, but people still don't know where we live and think we live in another county just because of where we are. I am a state committee man representing 4 rural counties in Missouri. And I can tell you that, having spent a lot of time growing up in a rural community, which I grew up in St. Charles, Missouri, which is a rural community, kind of a rural bedroom community when I was growing up. It is no more. But I have a lot of experience being in rural communities and seeing that over the last 40 years. So looking at the farm crisis from 1985, things have not gotten that much better. There are a number of elements which have impacted rural Missouri over the last 40, 50 years that just have not really improved, you know? So that's something I'd like to talk about in future videos. I've been, again, out in those rural areas a lot over the last few years, and I believe there's things that we can do to improve the lives of rural residents and to improve the potential for a family farmer in rural Missouri. But honestly, we are dependent upon our state and federal governments to, over the long term, establish and support policies that help us to rebuild and revitalize our rural communities in Missouri and beyond. But check it out. So John Cougar Mellencamp, Rain on the Scarecrow, still relevant today. Thank you.